Before we do get into training camp, though, huge news out of Cleveland last night. We signed our boy, Nick Chubb, to the chagrin of Josh because he doesn't believe in paying running backs a second time. Nick Chubb signed to a 3-year, was it $36.2 million with $20 million guaranteed. In my opinion, that's a kind of a team-friendly deal.
Very team-friendly. Very, very team-friendly.
Well, and I got some notes because as soon as this happened last time, and you even said something, you're like, hey, you going to cry tomorrow about this contract? I said, I don't think so. Let me pull up some stuff, kind of compare to some of these other running backs that, it didn't work out so well for them and their teams. But I don't know, man. After I looked at all this, Nick Chubb's contract with the Browns, I think this is just another great move by Andrew Berry in this front office.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I think the key thing here was 3 years. At the end of this deal, Nick Chubb is probably still going to be in his prime, maybe the last part of his prime, but still in his prime. But we didn't commit to him for like that 5-6 year deal like you're seeing with some of these other guys. And then, after they have 1 or 2 good seasons on that contract, then nothing, Todd Gurley.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So we signed him to his prime. We still have him. I mean, we have him for the next 3 years, Hunt for the next 2 years. So we got the best backfield in the league for guaranteed the next 2 years at least.
Yeah, I think till he's 29. I was talking to somebody on social media last night, and they're like, what a steal, with the salary cap's going to go up probably next year. And I was like, what a steal right now. I'm like, if this guy gets Henry touches, he's the best back. Me personally, and you can make the argument, oh, you're a Cleveland homer, blah, 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 whatever. I don't care what you think. But I do think Nick Chubb is arguably the best back in the league.
I'll say he's the best back.
Yeah. So for me, I'm like, I don't even think that it's a steal now. Right now it is.
Yeah, I got the contracts pulled up of the other running backs on Spot Track, I think, or whatever.com. It's 8th. He's the 8th highest. He's behind guys like Zeke. Talking about somebody who got that long extension, he's still got 6 years left on that contract, and they're not even knowing if he's going to really be the bell cow.
I've been hearing Tony Pollard going to get more touches.
Yeah, so you got Zeke, Kamara, obviously CMC down there with the Panthers, Dalvin Cook, Derrick Henry, Joe Mixon, Aaron Jones, then Nick Chubb.
So Nick, even after this extension, Nick Chubb's still in the 8th highest paid running back.
That is correct.
So that tells me, that tells me he wants to be in Cleveland.
Of deals that they are currently on. That's, the deals that they made.
Yeah. Okay.
So guys like a Joe Mixon who signed a deal, I think it was just a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago, he got a 4-year, $48 million. So, he got a little bit more.
And it's just crazy to me. So we kind of had that, I don't want to say worry, but we didn't know, does Nick Chubb really have Cleveland ties? Or is he getting, running backs, they don't have the longest career, so sometimes they just kind of got to go where who's going to give them the biggest contract to set themselves up for the rest of their lives. And for him to take a deal that he's the best running back in the league, and we're paying him like he's the 8th best running back in the league. Mm-hmm. And, you just heard Devontae Adams come out and say he refuses to sign his next contract unless he's number 1 paid receiver. So, for Nick Chubb, like you said, great job by Andrew Berry.
For sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, and this is just Nick Chubb kind of in a nutshell of, what he is. He's a team guy. He's never been about, all the, flash and glitz and glamour, and once, he's in all the commercials, he's just not that type of guy. No. So he's very team-friendly, team-oriented. He could be a guy that, there's multiple personalities in the NFL that wouldn't be okay with having Kareem Hunt as your number 2 taking carries from you.
Yeah.
So,
I was going to say, with Nick Chubb, you say he's not in, all the commercials and stuff. I don't even know if I know what his voice sounds like. If I heard a commercial and I just heard it and it was Patrick Mahomes, I would know Patrick Mahomes' voice. I've heard him talk. Some of these other guys, Zeke, but I've never heard, Nick Chubb could be talking and be like, who is that?
Right.
I was watching ESPN last year, and I think it was Ryan Clark said, you should be fearful of the running back who comes out, no wristbands, no visor. No gloves. He just, he looks like the mannequin. He just this is what we're supposed to wear, and this is no flash, and then he just comes out and runs for 180 yards on you and 3 touchdowns. He's an old school kind of guy.